2026 has been a year. Honestly, this year has taken so much and it has, of course, given us so much more. It looks like this is just, I mean, I'm sure you must have seen videos of some other persons coming to say it seems like 2026 is the year for all TTC mothers. As if everybody that has been married for, there was a time, 2024, right? 2023, 2024 was the year of wedding. It seemed like that everybody was getting married and it was like, last to marry is a fool because what's going on, right? But now we have some persons that have announced, not just some have announced the arrival, some are now have announced that they are expecting, and some we don't even know. They said they are expecting, but it seemed like this baby have already dropped, but they don't want to because they are keeping it very private, right? So let's get into the list of some of our celebrities who have announced the arrival or the expectation of their bundle of joy in the year 2026. And it seemed like May. Well, I don't know what happened in 2025, guys. If you do 9 months back from May, that would give us when? What happened in that period in 2025? Because how is everybody's due date suddenly close together like that? What happened? What did they talk to themselves? Was there a special prayer that was conducted? But I mean, we are happy for them nonetheless, right? And first on the list is Sharon Oja. Now, when Sharon Oja Nwoke said in 2024 that when she announced her engagement in 2024, people had things to say, especially because of the person she got married to, Mr. Ogo, our Odogu silencer. Apparently, the man had been married and divorced 3 times and he has 3 children. So Sharon Oja's baby is his 4th child, but that is Sharon Oja's 1st child. You understand? That's his number 4, but her number 1, and it's a baby boy. Throughout the journey of the pregnancy, nobody even knew she was pregnant. If there's somebody that caught the internet by surprise with the arrival of a baby, I think it would be Sharon Oja. Just like she caught us in surprise, right? She surprised us with her engagement and her marriage, because even at the time she announced her engagement, she had been married before, because she got married in March. A private civil wedding ceremony happened in March of 2024. Right, but it wasn't until she was about to hold the traditional ceremony, the engagement, because of course our friends and celebrities were going to be there, so she had to announce that okay, that was going to happen. And that was when we got new details of the marriage, that both of them even dated for just 2.5 months. I feel like that's still news by now. We all know that happened. A lot of persons were speculating that maybe the marriage will not last and all of those things, but look who's the mommy now. Right, so they have welcomed a baby boy. She made the announcement when the baby arrived in May of 2026, and kudos to her friends, her families, even people that must have seen her in the, because it's not like I don't want to assume that she would lock herself up in one place throughout and not engage anywhere, because everybody that seen her did not say nothing about the pregnancy until she took her time to actually announce to us that she had welcomed a baby, which is nice. Moving on from her, another person who a lot of persons were very happy for is Inidima Okoje. Inidima got married, however, not in 2024, but back in 2022. I remember the story, chocolate love story. It was a cute story how they met and all of those things. It was cute, and they got married in 2022. And the interesting thing is, prior to that, Inidima had shared that she had fibroids and she's had surgery to remove the fibroids, but it came back again. So she shared, like I think like 2 now or 3 times she has had fibroids, taken out and then reoccurring. So when she shared that she was expecting, it was beautiful, and it was understandable when in the video she posted she was crying when she found out that she was pregnant and all of those things, because according to her, her chances of getting pregnant are sort of lower, especially because she was also in her late 30s. You understand that they will say all of this is advanced. They say it's not geriatric anymore. It's now advanced maternal age. So she was quite advanced in age. If you add that into the equation, plus the previous surgery and all of those things, and then her having fibroids and having to still carry a baby and all of those. So it's just wonderful to see that, yes, she's growing a baby. And she's had her gender reveal, and we know now that she's expecting a baby boy with her husband sometime in the year. I mean, I feel like not too soon from now. She's going to come and tell us, oh, I have delivered my baby. And we're going to even rejoice more with her. Now, another couple who have welcomed their children. Yeah, I say children because if you were not happy for this couple, we should check you. Adedimeji Lateef, yes, and his wife Vickie James. These guys had to field off a number of stories, especially concerning the arrival of their bundle of joy. God, since December, in fact, when they were getting married, people said Vickie was already pregnant, that was why they got married. So imagine since then, if somebody was pregnant in December of 2021, like way advanced in her pregnancy, you would expect that somewhere before the middle of 2022 she'll put to bed. That did not happen. People started to speculate, oh, she had given birth. Oh no, so Adedimeji is not, is not Vickie that was pregnant. Adedimeji has a secret woman somewhere. This one, God, there was a lot of speculations, but of course, they shared with us in their own time that sometime in 2026, a couple of weeks ago, actually, because they announced it in May, on the 1st of May, 2026, and the naming ceremony happened days after, right? So they welcomed their bundle of joys, triplets, 3 boys. 3 beautiful boys. And the internet went agog. People were happy for them, praising God, seeming like God had, put an end to naysayers. People had a lot of things to say concerning this couple. Now, another couple that announced the arrival of their baby before May, actually, is Simi and Adekunle Gold. Interestingly, this couple, according to reports, just put someone in jail for making such I wouldn't even call it defamatory or derogatory, such evil comment about their first baby, Deja, right? This person had said that they had lost their first child just after the arrival of their second, after they announced that they had welcomed their second baby, a girl. Because speculation earlier said that it was twins they were expecting, because they announced that they were expecting in December of 2025. But then in March of 2026, they said that they had welcomed a baby girl, making 2 girls. Then somebody now came to say, oh, their first child had passed. They had to deal with that person using the law, but still, they have 2 girls now, and we are also happy for the Kosokos. That's their surname, if you don't know. Yeah, Adekunle Kosoko and Simi Kosoko. Another person who announced that they have welcomed a baby. I mean, welcome, is Vickie James and her husband, Femi Atere. She made the announcement that she was expecting back in 2025, and people were like, at some point, before she announced that baby had arrived, somebody was around February or so, or March, I think around April, not that far off away now. Somebody was like, oh, why have you not put to bed? How many months is your own pregnancy? Since you announced it, people are funny. Like, since you announced this, how come you are here to put to bed now? But I mean, she welcomed that baby, and it was still controversial. The announcement still brought drama because so she announced the arrival of her baby days after the baby had come, because she wanted it to be announced on her own husband's birthday, right? Which was a couple of days after the baby had arrived. But coincidentally and quite unfortunately for us, Alex Ekubo passed the day before. So she still went ahead with her schedule to announce the arrival of her child on her husband's birthday. And people termed it insensitive, saying she could have held on. I mean, what do you think? But that's not what we are doing here, but you understand what people are like, oh, it's quite insensitive. She could have just held on a little while and then maybe announced when people were no longer actively mourning, because of course they are still mourning the passing of such a legend in the industry, right? Such a star, maybe not legend, but a star in the industry. Now, this couple, according to some people, they have welcomed their baby. Temi Ajibade Temi Otedola, of course, now Ajibade, and Oluwatosin Ajibade, Mr. Easy. They also announced that they were expecting, actually, baby bump photo. That's what we saw in May of 2026. People are like, if you know this couple and the way they used to do things, this baby fit don dey crawl. And they will come and tell us, oh, the Lord has done, it just happened, but we don't know. We don't know. But we're going to go by what they put out, and especially by what Temi's sister copy, what she put out saying, oh, she's expecting, she's about to be a mother, not like she's already, I mean, do you understand? So if you go by that, it means that sometime in the year, soon enough, sooner than later, they're going to tell us that, oh, they welcomed their baby. Do you understand? Or they're going to come and say, celebrate our baby's 3rd month, or it's our 1st month, or it's 6th month, or whatever with us, depending on it. But of course, you know that this year they welcome a child. They're either welcoming soon or they've welcomed, but they've announced that they're having a baby. Now we have to talk about honorary mention now, right? 2 persons. That is the founder of Ashlocks, Yinka Ashogbon, and his wife influencer, Chidera Ashogbon, Queen Dera. She announced announced it on the birthday of the lady that they were expecting, and also launched what's it called now, a skincare line. So we're happy for them also. It's just an honorary mention. Another person who has given birth and they've held the naming ceremony in faraway Canada is Queen Miriam Anako Ogunwusi and the Oni of Ife. The couple welcomed a set of twins sometime in May 2026, and they've held the it was such a fun fair affair. I mean, it was should I say fun fair or fanfare situation, because she's the first wife currently. Now, not the man's first, because of course he had previous wives, but the current sitting Oloriagba, Queen Mother. That is who she is. And so they welcomed twin, I mean, we don't know the gender, but I know they welcomed twin children, and we're very much happy for them. Now, let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this, and every other person who is, trying to come. I feel like, oh, it's happening in my neighborhood, to happen for me soon. That's what a lot of persons are now tapping into, because aside from these people that I've mentioned, there's some other persons also that have welcomed their babies, or they're expecting their babies, and we are just very much happy for them. And of course, we are hoping that for those who are expecting, when it's time for them to put to bed, it happens very quickly, very swiftly for them, and they come to share their good news that yes, they have also welcomed their bundle of joy along with their colleagues. So yeah, that's the gist for today, guys. Some of our celebrities who are either expecting or have welcomed a baby in there. For most of them, it's actually their first child. For most of these couples, it's the first child. So it's beautiful to see. I'll see you in the next one if we have some more information for you. Take care of yourselves, and thank you for watching. Bye.